we pride ourselves as the first targeted television company in India. We call it smart advertising on TV. So we are we believe we are the pioneers of an industry which is yet to see its infancy also, if you one were to say. Targeted television essentially means that one can choose to buy geographically and demographically and psychographically any cut of audience on national television. That's the meaning of targeted television. Right now what we are doing is one part of targeted television. We are doing the geographical part. So we work with national television channels and we split up geographically signals so that people can advertise in specific pockets which are in their interest of or in their range of distribution or in their range of business. So that's what we are doing right now. So we work with about 13 odd channels, all of which are national or even regional in nature, and we break it up to city level and state level for local advertising. That's what we do. The technology has been innovated by us. It's patent pending. It's been patent pending for the last year and a half. So you know how it is. Patents move very slowly. So we have almost 6 patents pending on hardware and software. So there's a very solid team of engineers which have done this. The company was started from IIM Bangalore Incubation Center about 4 years back, and
we share a similar beginning.
Sorry?
We share a similar beginning.
Excellent.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and the founders are all obviously IT from IT background. They were running a software company for about 10 years, and then they sold it to get into this business. Because there they were ending up more or less as vendors and not delivering. They felt they were not generating anything unique or innovative. So they wanted to get into this space. That was the reason why this space. So essentially the vision of the company is that any consumer should not be wanting to pay for the whole when he only wants a slice of the pie. That's the something wrong with the anyway. What we do is we do differential ads across different cities on the same channel. That's what we are doing. Like I said, we are in the first part of our targeted television, which is the geographical domain, where we are splitting national TV to city level and state level.
Is that even possible?
Yes, that's what we do.
Wow.
So, in fact, targeted television is quite a rage in America, from where we got the idea. But our operating platform is far better than many of the American platforms. So actually, we are also selling our technology back to America now. That's another vertical. I handle the business vertical of this part of the business. The technology part and the selling, we are selling this technology to Europe, to Australia, to America. So that is a different vertical. So yeah, this is what it is. Cable, DTH and internet, all our television distribution platforms. Right now we are operating primarily in these two spaces, which is the cable and the DTH space. Because internet is too small for television consumption right now, currently. So we are operating in cable. There are two platforms. One is the digital platform, which all of you would be aware, which is the forced digitization which has happened in Delhi, the metro cities, Delhi, Bombay, and Kolkata, Chennai. Chennai is still not 100% implemented. They have some major issues with implementation actually there. So in cable we have digital and analog. That's what we are splitting right now at state level and city level. And in DTH we have not yet got into geographical splits. What we are offering in DTH is currently, you could say, vertical splits. So if someone wants to buy only Tata Sky nationally on a particular channel, he can do that through us. So we have started our tie-up with Tata Sky from the 15th of December actually. So this gives you the DTH obviously gives you a premium audience. So for example, you are an e-commerce company and you want to have certain kind of obviously high-end customers who are also e-commerce, possibly e-commerce users. So then you probably go in only for a DTH national as one split. We will eventually also be geographically splitting DTH and demographically. That's the vision, that's the future.
Demographically?
Yes. So our estimate is this is a 3,000 crore industry currently, which is not being serviced, because a lot of advertisers are going on regional television for lack of choice. They would rather be on national channels, which have actually far better penetration and reach in many of the regions, especially if you were to look at a Hindi-speaking market. Any of the national channel would be far bigger in Punjab than a Punjabi channel is.
Sure.
So if one has an option of advertising in Punjab in a national channel, at a state level, which we offer already, so that's a far better option, because the reach numbers and the GRP and the TRP numbers are far higher for these channels compared to the local regional channels.
Sure.
So that's what we do, and currently from Punjab alone we have close to 125 advertisers who are using our services in Punjab. Similarly, we have 7 states which have been split out nationally at a state level, which we have done, and we have some city level options also.
But how does it work? Sorry. Does that mean that?
I'm curious about that. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll come. So
We'll come to that.
I'll come to that
Yeah.
once. So essentially, this is what we do. We enable local or regional advertisers to leverage national television actually for targeted advertising. And television is by far the most influential in building brands, or is the most powerful of all mediums actually. I think all of us remember from our childhood days that ads don't go out of your mind. Ads that have been built from scratch on television.
You never forget which part that.
That's true. Or a Lifebuoy, or a Derma, and they're also broadly still holding on to the same, jingle and pattern of advertising. And everything is the
Because
same.
it's the money.
Yeah, because it's in the mind. It's emotionally connected.
Brands don't exist, but we still remember the ads.
True.
Correct, absolutely.
True. So, I mean, this is the typical advertiser's dilemma, which I'm sure you'll be facing all the time, which is you never know which half is working for you and which half isn't. Can I have your attention, please?
Yeah.
This is the most important question you'll be facing from your clients every day.
I was actually writing a tweet about you.
So, what we do is we don't work with national corporates primarily right now. We work primarily with small and medium enterprises, because the national corporates have obviously deep pockets. And the other issue is they are already clients of our own channels with whom we are partnering to do the targeted television bit. So we have a conflict of interest on that front. So currently we are working with small and medium enterprises, but we have started working with national corporates also, wherever it makes sense for them to look at, let's say, dealer level activities, city level activities. There is, for example, one of the cola majors has got a special launch in Punjab of one of the variants of one of his brands. So there are actually regional activities which are eminently possible. The reason we are not doing as many of them right now is because we have a conflict of interest in every case, more or less. So we primarily work with the smaller brands, and we help them. So the point is that if one is spending, let's say, if one is an FMCG brand and you want to compete, eyeball to eyeball, there is no way you can match this kind of ad spend. But if you were to take out a single state, like let's say Orissa, and say I have a FMCG product and I'm launching from Bhubaneswar, and if I want to match eyeball to eyeball, where I need to spend at least let's say 40-50 lakh rupees on a national channel to get a 1 month buy on a single channel, I have at least an option with Amagi where I can use the same money to buy 7 or 8 channels for Orissa alone. So my money is working far better, and also I'm reaching that critical mass which is required on television advertising, where I can at least scratch the surface of brand recall. So that's what we're trying to enable. So we are working primarily, obviously, in the television business. Everyone is working in the awareness and consideration set, and these are stuff that I'll read you out. Television, radio is television is more amenable to emotional strategies which work well for brands. I'll just move on this. Right. I don't want to waste too much time on this stuff, because it's all general gyan and this information is available everywhere. Yeah, one aspect is again most of the brands that we work with, for them television is extremely key. So many of them have never thought about television because the regional channel doesn't match their own product or brand. Sometimes they have a premium brand, but their distribution is regional in nature. But they will never associate with a Mahua or a DD Bihar to promote their product. They would never want to. So, but when it comes to an option of a national channel, again, then that's one more way that they are able to use that as a platform for promoting their product. So obviously television delivers on a longer period of time. I'm sure you can corroborate this information. Most brands, I think, are built on television, except for maybe education and to a certain extent real estate. These are two brands which have also heavily taken to television in the last 3 years.
Correct.
Starting from the Lovelies and the Shardas and
Print
DLFs.
heavy also. They're very print.
No, but they built their brands on print and then come to television.
Correct.
But otherwise, you would find most brands are built on television.
That is true. Exceptions are in education.
True.
Quick question there,
Yeah.
just on this point. The reason for that is the budget or any other?
The reason is that television gives, like I said, scope to connect emotionally. You're looking at all your sensory, visual perceptions, everything is being impacted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same for internet when you're running a video. You're getting in everything.
Sure. Just to be clear, I'm asking why education brands are built on print largely than TV.
Largely because you need more information on accreditation, on placements,
So
location,
30
campus.
seconds aren't enough for that.
Yes, normally you would anyone would want to go through a sequence of information and then take a call on whether this is a good college for me or not.
Okay.
Salary fees, student fees, structure, amenities, too many things that you would want to explain.
Yeah.
So television is again good for brand building.
Yeah. So now they're using a combination.
They are now in the last 3 years there's been the trend.
Combination. Okay.
Also, I guess that education and real estate didn't quite regional in nature, so the trend
Yeah.
used to support it.
They have also been more regional.
Yes.
in nature.
Okay.
So, but one of the key ingredients or reason for that to happen in a certain product category where there are more detailing is there. They want to rewind. Television, you cannot press a rewind button. In a print, you can press a rewind button. I mean, by rewind means you can have it with you.
It's there, but
It is there. So any media where you can press a rewind button, that medium will be much better when we are talking about detail. So an education is certainly
Makes sense.
needs all the detailing.
Needs
it can
as
ever
much
get.
detail as possible.
So
So this is how it works. I'll just give you an idea. This is an actual live recording on one of our channels, Zoom, on 2 different locations, Bangalore and Kolkata. So that's the first ad running. Second ad on both the cities is different. One is a video ad which is also produced by us, and one is a graphic ad which is in Kolkata for a jeweler, which is also produced by us.
at the same time,
And then it goes back to the national ad. So for a viewer, there is no way that you would figure out that this is
What's going on?
running nationally or this is running regionally.
But is it the same time man?
Yeah.
Exact same time man. Oh.
No, it's because the spot is owned by us. That's the trick,
Okay.
right? The spot which is nationally going to be scheduled from the broadcaster's end is owned by us.
Mm-hmm.
We split it everywhere, but still it takes a lot of technology to ensure that the timing is right and also there is an amount of precision in and a smooth transition.
Correct.
Because probably both the ads that you've seen are not running nationally. They are not running on the DTH feed. Both the ads are running locally.
And so on the DTH,
On DTH,
you have a different.
We have a different advertiser. Someone who has bought the DTH space.
Mm.
So
But then what do you tell? So, for example, if I was served and I was scheduled to play the second act, and now I realize in Bangalore and Calcutta it's not going to play out.
no.
So does the brand, does Zoom?
No. So it's our spot. Amagi owns the spot.
You own
Now, nationally, we have a e-commerce client who's bought the DTH spot because for him, that's his TG primarily.
it. Correct.
He's not interested in the digital and analog cable user. Okay, so then we at a city level, and unfortunately, in most of the cities, digital and analog cable even now account for almost 90% of the viewership,
Yes.
minus of the metro cities. Many of the other tier 2 cities, in fact, it's even up to 95% is between digital and analog cable. DTH has got a single digit penetration. So it's actually effective for a local client.
This is impressive.
So this is the thank you, and this is the kind of channels that we work with. With the Times Group, we're working with Times Now and Zoom, and CNBC and IGN 7 with Network 18, India TV, and Disney Group UTV Movies, and Sun TV Group we are working with Udaya, and Ma TV Group we are working with two channels. So in these two cases, we are splitting at a city level because they are already state-specific channels. So this is for Andhra Pradesh and that's for Karnataka. So here we are already we are splitting it further. So in Andhra Pradesh, for example, we have a choice of 12 cities, and in Karnataka we have a choice again of about 10 cities. So someone wants to buy 5 cities of these because his distribution is like that. In fact, we had clients from Punjab who have bought these channels from us. Because these channels don't reach all the way to Punjab, right? In terms of their sales personnel, so that's a good point. We get there, and the second advantage is that they normally don't need all markets in a market. Even in a regional channel, they don't need all markets.
All markets, correct.
So, for example, we had a gel bath fittings from Punjab who bought about 7 of the 10 markets in Karnataka on Udaya as a platform. And it worked better for him because of course, these channels were delivering reasonably well, and he compared it with his earlier experience with some of the other channels. So he saved money, and they were also delivering, and distributor response was phenomenal. So that's what matters. I mean, finally, trade response for most of the SME and how trade reacts is more important than what happens at a consumer end because trade handles the consumer. So that's how it works.
And what about national channels? How does that work out there?
Which
National
national channels?
We have states.
We have state options. So we have 7 state options right now, and about 20 city options
Each state.
on digital analog platform. Right now, only on digital analog platform.
Okay.
Plus, we have the DTH feed anyway.
Okay, so you're saying that regardless whether it's a digital analog, you have a 7 state where you can actually.
So state-wise, if you want to look at it, we have more or less we have covered. You could say entire Punjab. Punjab feed goes up to Himachal, Shimla and all that. So that is available as an option at a state level. Gujarat is an option at a state level. Jharkhand is a state level. West Bengal is a state level. Odisha is a state level, and so is rest of Maharashtra. So these are the state levels that we have, and the rest are all city level options. City level options also fairly useful because we have Kanpur, Jaipur, Patna, Indore, Bhopal, Raipur, and anyone wants to advertise on radio has a better option because you have an audio visual medium.
Correct.
And our pricing is more or less lower than radio. So at a city level, that makes sense. So, or it becomes a much more effective option to support any local initiatives that you're doing. There's obviously no replacement in media. I mean, you would always want to use everything possible when you're doing something. So this is how it works, and we have close to about 1,000 plus clients this year, and all the creatives are made by us. So we made close to about 850 creatives, which have played on air, mostly in Flash, and few in animation, and few in video. Very, very few actually, because obviously most of our clients, for them, we want to keep the entry barrier low. So that's why we go to them with a basic creative.
That's one of the big value propositions.
Otherwise, they would go to an agency for creative, and
Yeah.
agencies for agencies, creative is also a separate SBU more or less. For us, it's not. So we can give a lot of value on that front. We give our basic creative free of cost. So that goes as a value add to the whole package.
Tell us a little bit about the costing. How much does it cost to put an ad?
See, so if one were to look at it on the DTH platform, on a channel like IBN7, it would otherwise at a channel level it would cost about 1,500 rupees per 10 seconds. With Amagi would cost about 850 rupees per 10 seconds. So there's a clear saving of about 30, 40%.
Okay.
Right, where you're getting a DTH plus you're getting some markets analog digital feed also.
Okay.
We will minus most of the markets where we are present, otherwise we will not make money in this whole deal.
Okay.
We don't offer everything to the customer obviously, and that's also the agreement that we have with our own channels.
Yeah.
So 850 per 10 seconds, you would look at an average secondage in a month of about 4,500 is a decent campaign.
Okay.
A 15 second spot, 10 rotates a day, and 30 days is one.
Okay.
So you look at a budget of about 3.5 to 4 lakhs
For a month.
for a month on a channel, which is not bad. You
It's
can.
not bad. I think radio. If you want to advertise on radio, that's more.
It's more expensive.
Yeah. You
Radio
just
is
say
more
that as
expensive.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Because radio Delhi alone would cost about that much on a single radio station. So this is at least this is the national. Actually, television is cheaper than radio, fundamentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I say that because I worked for about 6 years in radio. So I know it.
Where you are?
But that will, oh sorry.
But they both have different.
Yeah.
Uses.
Advantages, disadvantages. Pros, cons.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think in terms of it depends on what channel and slots you're taking radio.
Yeah.
Generally, I mean, even you can do a campaign of 50,000, 1 lakh rupees good campaign for a.
Yes, it's possible.
It's if you do the planning and buying,
True.
which we also
Yeah, also true.
have done that. But I will ask you a question, which is I mean, it's a very interesting idea which you mentioned. So whom do you go directly? I mean, largely because right now you're talking to medium and small.
Yeah, so we
brands,
work
so-
primarily directly with medium and
Okay.
small clients.
Right.
So
Right.
we are associated with a lot of SME forums. We get a lot of inquiries from there. We have a sales team present in all markets actually across North.
Okay.
So we source our own clients. We don't work much with agencies actually right now.
Yeah, because there will be again conflict of interest, I think,
Yeah.
directly out there. Which
There is a conflict of interest
Absolutely.
because it's not for us or the agency, it's for the channel. It's because once the agency gets an idea that there's something that's possible, he tends to, and he sees a lot of saving for his client genuinely, he tends to pitch it to everyone.
Right.
So then it leads to a little bit of
Which
Those channels
isn't
are-
the model itself is its own enemy.
Yes, it is.
It
It is.
Because
there is a
Then how does it really grow? Because if it starts happening,
So,
and then
you grow with faith and trust. So, and it takes time to establish that with every channel. See, with every of the channel that we are dealing with, we have a different level of relationship which we have established. Some we are working for the last 2 years, some we are working for the last 1 year, some we started working 3 months back. So there is one, we have seen that, national corporates have been allowed to come on board with us now at regional level in some of the channels with whom we've been
Okay.
working for a longer time.
Mm.
So it's only a question of time. See, there are two budgets. You know, as a planner, that any automobile company, for example, has a national brand budget and has a dealer budget.
Correct, yeah. Mm.
And they are always two different. So if you are working clearly with the dealer budget,
Mm.
and it's proven, and it's very transparent, and we are doing that actually with two companies,
Mm.
three automobile majors. We are working on the dealer budget officially,
Mm.
directly with the company.
Mm.
So then it's clear that you're not impinging on the national
Mm.
budget.
Mm. But I think, I mean, considering that neither I do planning nor I do buying, so I have a much more safer ground and I go sort of a much more relaxed time because as a strategy you kind of overlook. But there's one thing which I find out from the perspective which we have, when we are not doing a selective choosing FCT, that certainly the cost is certainly the factor. But I think if your model gets replicated to a much bigger size, then what are the FCT commitment you will have? Is there an FCT commitment which
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talk
So,
about? What is the
so we would be in lakhs of seconds. Right?
uh,
So we are already like the top 5 buyer in all our channels
okay.
as an individual.
Right.
Volume.
But I'm saying, let's say in a 12, 10 differs. I mean, it can be 10 minutes in an hour or 12 minutes in an hour. What is the FCT commitment they say that we can give you beyond this? Is there that kind
No,
of-
because we are buying at a premium.
Uh,
The channel is very happy if we buy. We are buying
buy
at
a
a
premium.
35-40% premium over the operating market price. Channel is always very happy.
So how do you bring the cost down then? I mean, what is it then? What is the
By
number?
splitting.
No, but you split. But what?
But we tell the client that you are going to get only so much area, and he's
Okay.
very happy because he needs only so much area.
Okay.
In fact, there are many clients who say, I want only Delhi. Can you give me only Delhi?
Okay.
But we say, no, the DTS will go all India. So
Right.
then he says, okay, fine, let's live with that and start. Since I'm anyway saving about 30-40%, 50%.
So
on
there
the
is
national.
solid economics behind that 850.
So that. So in the sense, it's an approximation right now. We would, our pricing would only improve with splitting being happening more systematically. Right now it is a little haphazard because television distribution is also haphazard in India. It's a very difficult. For example, in Delhi alone there are 130 multi-system operators who one has to work with actually to split Delhi on digital platform.
Now, also when you buy one state or one city, two cities, you tend to save even 80%. So we have prices trending, we give the channels in particular cities for even 200 rupees. So if you take an approximation and talk about a bigger chunk of the geography, those small.
It is generally meant for a small medium advertiser, but yes, it does also cover the need of a lot of the national corporates who want to do regional level advertising. Again, there is a very clear, transparent discussion. Doing something in Punjab is obviously transparent, right? They would have advertised only in MH1 or PT